Welcome to Simple Food Channel. Today in this video, I will tell you about interesting story of waiting for flood season in Western Vietnam. Before starting, please subscribe, like and share my channel. Thank you. Okay, let's go. On the largest canal in Vietnam, this season, people in the west wait for the flood to come to the fields, mend their nets and catch delicious fish and shrimp. When the Mekong River is filled with alluvium, signaling the approaching flood season, it is time for fishermen along the Vinh Tay Canal to prepare their fishing gear to catch fish and shrimp in the fields. Fishermen wait for the flood. For generations, nature has generously bestowed upon fishermen in the border areas a large amount of aquatic products during the flood season. Understanding the laws of nature, every year in July, when the water is close to the banks, people prepare to welcome the flood with great hope. For a long time, the legendary Vinh Tay Canal has not only brought water to the fields and bustling trade, but also brought a large amount of aquatic products from the Mekong River to the fields. Currently, in the flood-proof stilt houses along Vinh Tay Canal, fishermen are busy mending nets and trimming cajeput trees to keep up with the flood. According to our records, the fields bordering the border, the summer-autumn rice crop has been completely harvested. People are waiting for the flood to go to the fields every day to make a living by fishing and shrimping. Meeting Mr. Dao Van Boy, a resident of Vinh Tay Ward, who was enthusiastically sharpening the cajeput trees to prepare to go down to the roadside to catch fish. Looking at the water flowing to an unknown place, Mr. Boy affirmed that in a few weeks the flood water would jump off the bank, allowing us to freely exploit land fish. Up to now, Mr. Boy has made a living by setting traps done on this coastal field for more than 25 years. Every year, around May to July, Mr. Boy prepares trees, nets, boats, and canoes to start fishing during the flood season. These days, my wife and I work tirelessly. After we finish cutting cajeput trees, we move on to mending and weaving nets. When the water rises, my wife and I set traps to catch fish and shrimp, Mr. Boy said. This season, going along the Vinh Tay Canal, everywhere you see people hurriedly preparing to catch fish, mend nets, and seal boats and canoes. The locals here said that during the flood season, there are many fishermen setting traps, casting lines, and casting nets. Mr. Boy told me that if I visit this stilt house village in a few days, I will see hundreds of boats and canoes running around the flooded fields catching fish and shrimp. Pointing down at the red canal filled with alluvium, Mr. Boy confidently affirmed, "In about 2 weeks, when you come back, this hamlet will be full of people buying and selling the first land fish of the season." Every household has a stable income thanks to the natural resources of the flood season by fishing, netting, and bustling fish trading. Hoping for a lot of fish and shrimp, driving a little further, we met people planting trees to reinforce the canal bank to prevent landslides during the flood season. Asking about the preparation of fishing gear, everyone was engrossed in talking about their plans for the upcoming flood season. Uncle Bonnie Van Bonnie, who was swimming in a boat on Vinh Tay Canal, stopped by and chatted with us. Looking at the flood carrying heavy alluvium, Uncle Bonnie said that the water in the fields contained countless land fish. The fields along the border were bustling with the sound of fishermen's machines. For generations, Vinh Tay fields bordering neighboring countries have always had plenty of fish and shrimp. Fishermen from neighboring countries also exploit aquatic products on the flood fields. Each side exploits on its own side. No one encroaches on each other's territory, Uncle Bonnie confided. Local traders say that during the flood season, Cambodian fishermen transport seafood to Vietnam to resell to middlemen. The friendship and neighborly cooperation between the people of both sides is always tight, without any conflicts. According to Mr. Kuden, the water level has not yet risen. Fishermen from neighboring countries have called to ask him to weave nets so they can place them along the canal during the flood season. I have experience in weaving nets to make fish catching bags. Seeing that I have succeeded in placing them in the canal, they asked me to help, Mr. Kuden said. While watching Mr. Kuden prepare fishing gear for aquatic exploitation, Mr. Tran Tham Lung, a trader who specializes in buying fish during the flood season, said that he is waiting for the flood level to rise to buy fish and shrimp from fishermen. Hopefully this year the flood will be strong, there will be a lot of fish and shrimp, and fishermen and traders will have a way to make a living. There are 3 months of flooding each year, which is an opportunity for poor people to have a stable income. Every year, at the beginning of the flood season, I go from house to house to ask them to sell me fish. I weigh the fish I buy and give them to the owners of the fish farms and rafts to use as fish feed. Thanks to that, I have money coming in and going out to raise my children to go to school, Mr. Sao explained. Today, Mr. Cho Nuan Trong is anxiously waiting for the flood to come to the fields to buy fish from fishermen. Mr. Trong's house is located along Vinte Canal, so it is convenient to buy fish to distribute to markets. After buying Lin fish, Mr. Trong hired neighbors to clean the intestines, wrap them, freeze them carefully, then send them by car to deliver to customers at wholesale markets in the city. There are more than enough Lin fish here to eat, and they are very rare in the city. Therefore, during the flood season, my family lives well thanks to fish and shrimp from the fields. In addition, the poor people here have a fairly high income during the day from cleaning fish, Trong said. At noon on the border, the harsh sunlight was suddenly obscured by clouds and then pouring rain poured through the stilt houses that survived the flood. There, people are waiting for the flood to come to the fields every day to have a busy farming season. That's all about interesting experience story of waiting for flood season in Western Vietnam. Thank you for watching and listening. See you in the next videos. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you very much.